Welcome to Classic Football Shirts. We are currently in the beautiful Manchester store for an episode of Careers in Shirts. I'm with Manchester United right back, Portugal international, Diogo Dalot. How are you, man?
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too. Listen, so today what we're going to do is we're going to go through basically your career in shirts.
Yep.
You know, it's going to tell a picture, but also I know you actually like collecting football shirts. Is that right?
Yes, actually, last time I was here, I bought exactly
This one?
Yeah, not this one exactly the same.
But let's go through some of the kits over here. So I understand you are from Braga. Is that correct?
Yes.
So does this kit bring anything to you?
It brings me very young memories.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of my earliest memories from Braga was with this kit.
Did you grow up supporting Braga or?
Actually, no. Actually, I was Porto all the time. Influence of my father since I was very young.
So we've got actually the one that we believe you wore in the academy.
Yes.
How did it feel to be representing the team that, of course, your father pretty much made you support?
I think it was from my first season that I signed for the club. I was 10 years old. It's obviously special for me. Representing the club that you love, the club that was a childhood club, I think it means a lot.
So these are a couple of the Porto kits over the years. Is there any that's like special to you? There's a few over here. There's the Champions League final one. I would Jose Mourinho.
Choose this one because this was the first shirt that my father got me from Porto.
Yeah.
This is my ever first shirt from Porto. Is this one from 2004, like you said, the year that Porto won the Champions League. I actually have a photo from wearing this shirt. I was almost a baby.
Do you think it's going to be another time for a Portuguese team to win the Champions League?
Hopefully, I think they have all the conditions to do it. Hopefully, one day I'm going a little bit more towards Porto than Benfica, but I would be happy if
for sure.
Yeah.
What about this one?
Let me see if you remember Jackson Martinez.
Yeah, of course, Jackson Martinez. Was it Hulk? Was Hulk in this one?
We had Hulk, we had James Rodriguez, we had Jackson.
Yeah.
We had
Jackson Martinez.
Danilo.
Football Manager days. If everyone signed him on Football Manager as well, he would kill it as well. Yeah, I saw a video most recently, and you kind of forget because he's had such a great career at Real Madrid. But Casemiro was actually a Porto player as well.
I don't think this one.
There we go.
Oh, this one. Man.
There we go.
Even the other day we were speaking about the players that he was a teammate of. They had a top team at the time.
Yeah. What would you say was your first memory of football? Because we've got some of the kits from the 2006 World Cup. So for example, I know a lot of people, they get into football through internationals.
Yeah.
Is that something that was the case with you?
Probably. Obviously, the first few memories are going with my father to the Porto Stadium to watch the games. After that, obviously, national team was my the biggest competitions. I have slight memories of Euro 2004. I remember going to the city center and we had big screens where we could watch the games all together.
Yeah.
That's the first memory. But then actually watching the game and enjoying the game, it was the World Cup.
That's one thing about the 2006 World Cup. I think the kit game was really good. And there's some here. We got a closer one here with Germany. We got Brazil. There was so many legends.
I think it's the Brazil one. I think it's classic because it was very simple. Yeah, that's it. It was very simple, but you could remember Ronaldo. Ronaldinho was still there. Kaká.
Yeah, so many players.
They had
But then they came up against this man.
I actually one time in holidays, I don't remember where, but I bought this shirt. It was a replica one. But, so I remember from that World Cup. Because I bought one shirt exactly like this.
I mean, it's a goal player right there, man. Goal player. Going into classic Portugal kits, got a few over here, of course, Figo ones and Deco, legends of the game pretty much. There's this one that I think is really important, and I'm sure that you can go into it. When you look at this, what do you think?
I just remember European champions.
Yeah.
And actually, in this same season, I played World Cup under 20s. I played under 19s, European as well. The year before, I was European champion under 17s.
Yeah.
So this kids generation for me it was very very good and happy because as a country we had good memories with it.
And you got a special kit here as well. What does this one remind you of?
I mean, it reminds me of the year that I debuted for the national team in the Euros. Euro 2020 that it was in 2021. So it will always be. Actually, it's framed already in my house. It will be forever remembered.
This is actually a special kit, and this is actually so special because only time you will see a Ronaldo top without number 7. Do you know the story behind this kit?
Tell you, I think Man United fans will also know as well. And I think they will remember that game for sure. And everybody knows the story that he was hammering everybody that he was sitting in front.
John O'Shea.
Yes. Yeah. and actually, I think they have to be grateful for that because that was a moment that that they could see that they could have a big star in hands and I'm happy that he signed for the club. And I think every Man United fan was happy for that.
So you're actually wearing a classic United shirt, the FA Cup final '99. Would you say that was your favourite Manchester United shirt in the history of United?
Probably one of them. I just picked this one because I think it's special. It has to bring me energy for this season. I want to be in the FA Cup final, so
I like that.
So I decide to wear this if it brings me that energy to be in Wembley.
Yeah. So let's go through some of Manchester United's old kits. These are some from the 70s. These are some from the 80s. Can you imagine yourself wearing something like this? Look at the material. Feel it.
Strange, no?
Yeah.
I can imagine that if they get a rainy day, or it would be heavy.
Yeah.
But it's actually funny how the evolution of kits, because nowadays what we wear is so light, it's so even when it rains, it almost gets dry. It's not even wet. So a lot of credits to the players
that played in these, right?
This type of kit. Yeah.
So is there a type of certain kit that you like? Do you like baggy ones, long sleeve, certain materials, or do you not mind?
I'm not very picky, to be honest. I just like to feel good on it. You could say, someone has color, something. I'm to be honest, I prefer the ones without color.
Without?
Yeah, but I understand that visually it looks with the color it looks much nicer.
You know, Cantona, he always had his one up.
To be in this.
Yeah, there we go.
You have to put it like this.
That's it. This one in particular, this is your debut season at Manchester United. What did it mean when you started hearing that Man United, once you were signed by Jose Mourinho, once you had that kind of interest, how did it feel to be linked to Manchester United, such a big club?
It was special. Also, it was in the Champions League game, so it was two very good moments for me, and it will always be in my memory for sure.
Yeah. Do you actually like the kit though?
I understand that for most of the fans they didn't like, but it's
special to you.
Yeah, so I will always like it.
I know what you're thinking already. PSG away, you had a big hand in that game. Of course, winning the penalty.
Yes.
Does this bring back lovely memories for you?
It is. I think it was the first moment that I really felt what it was to be a Man United player. You can always say, obviously, we didn't win the Champions League, we didn't win, but of course, the way it was, I think that was the most special. The most special thing about that night, it was the way that we did it. I think everybody will remember this kit for just one game, so I think that can say that how special it was.
Yeah, a lot of times kits are associated to the memories,
Exactly.
What do you think about this design?
But do you know what I think is that if we had won everything in this,
we'd all love it, right?
Everybody would love it. So
it's true.
I think apart from the colors and what I think is the memories that you create with the kids that makes the difference. And for example, this season, hopefully in the end of the season, everybody would love the kit.
I like the new kit. I like this kit this season. Do you like it? Do you like it?
We already won a.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Obviously, I like it.
Yeah.
So that's a very good point. But
Who does this kit remind you of? Are you one of them people that when you see a kit, it instantly reminds you of a player? Who's this one remind you of?
I remember I got Rashford, I got
Pogba.
I got Pogba.
Yeah.
I got Bruno. I got Luke Shaw. I think this season there was a lot of players that really did well individually, and but yeah, Pogba would be the best
description. So of course you went to AC Milan.
Yep.
How was that loan spell at AC Milan, and what did it do for you as a player?
As I said many times, it was probably one of the most important steps of my career. I needed that switch of playing regularly again, doing that and being able to do that in a club like Milan. I think it was the perfect match.
Yeah.
And
this is what people remember Maldini.
Yes.
What did Maldini mean to you?
I think everybody can appreciate that he's a legend of this game, and being able to share the room with players like that, you can always have something to learn.
So we've got a bunch of kits over here. There's some wild ones in a fashion kind of sense. What do you look for in kits?
I think I am a very low profile guy, so I would say some good colors that I like, not too much extravagant. But
any caught your eye here?
But I remember one. I don't know if there's here. Oh, there is the one from Nigeria.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the one that catches everyone's eye.
I think it marked a moment where we didn't see for a long time something different in big competitions, and then Nigeria came out with this one. I think it was for football fans. I think it was a special moment.
Can you imagine yourself wearing something like this?
So an article that this was banned or something.
Yes,
for them to wear it.
By Samuel Eto'o. Yeah, crazy.
Imagine playing with.
And you got this one. Of course, PSG are always now, setting trends.
This
I mean, LV,
Jordan.
It's madness, isn't it? What they're doing now.
This is something that you will wear for.
It's what you wear to the club.
Holidays. Of
Is there any that if you were to say, okay, you're gonna walk away with one of these kits today, which one are you gonna pick?
I actually really like this one for Dortmund. I think I saw Jaden with a photo.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. We've got a Totti one here for Roma. And the reason why we got this one here is because Totti is actually a kit collector. Do you do that after the games? Do you collect?
I do. Actually, I do. Not a big collector because I'm not the type of guy that likes to ask for shirts after the game. But as soon as I have an opportunity or I see that I really want a player's shirt, I do it.
Who's the best player's kit that you've got?
Cristiano.
Man. Just name drop that one, All right, people, that was an episode of Career in Shirts. Dalot, thanks a lot for coming along. We are out.